My husband's phone, who's going to be our wonderful customer who doesn't know anything about essential oils.
Not a thing.
So we're hoping that his reception is a little bit better than mine, so that's why we got on here early. So give us just a moment. We're testing it out right now just to make sure that it is running good and you guys can see us okay. If you can, go ahead and just give us a thumbs up or type in the comments that reception's well. You can see and hear us just fine. It's not cutting out too bad. There we go. Okay, cool. Yay! It's just my phone then. Okay.
I don't even want to say the fact that we've talked about your phone 1,000 times.
Okay, yeah, he does.
She has too much going on in it.
That's
I do.
Why. All right, so I'm going to show you guys how I set up, and we're going to start just from the beginning. So just let me show you what I bring to my classes. I bring my top 10 oils. You don't need this kit, you just need your oils. So if you have the top 10 oils in home essential kit form, which is the larger bottles, then bring that. Don't spend any extra money on getting this kit just because it looks nice. The only reason why I have it is because we're traveling and it keeps my oils from clunking up against each other when we're driving. So you need the top 10 oils. You need to set them out in front of you, and I recommend your pedal diffuser as well. Hello guys. Now I am outside and we are traveling right now, so our one-on-ones are happening at a campground. So if I don't have a plug, I bring my diffuser anyway, and I just set it near the picnic table where we're meeting. I bring a living magazine just because it's fun and it's got great essential oil usage in it. It's way better than the product guide in my opinion because it shows practical ways to use it. So I usually set this out too. I have my handy dandy usage guide. If somebody gives me some kind of health concern that I have no idea what it is, then I have this and I can go to this. So I make sure that I always have this with me too. I have a blank piece of paper and a pen that I use to write down, and I also give the customer who I'm talking to a pen and paper to write things down as well so they can take notes. If I'm doing this on Zoom, which I do a lot of one-on-ones on Zoom, then I actually use a Google document and I take notes for them. And then after we're done, I share that Google document to their email address. I have some intro kits. You guys are going to learn why I have this during the sales presentation. And let's put that back there.
Quickly running out of room.
On what?
No, I'm saying.
I have some empty roll-on bottles, really cute ones. I think Frank's going to love this color too. Pink and nice fiery orange. It's so feminine. He's going to love it.
Absolutely. I rock it. I will rock it.
I have 2 non-kit oils, and the ones that I've chosen is Elevation and Peace. You guys will find out why I have that during the sales presentation. And where is my fractionated coconut oil to make the roll-on bottle for Frank. And that's it. Oh, wait, no, it's not. I have the enrollment kit flyer. Okay, print this off. Don't buy it. Be cheap, like me. And I also have none printed out, but I have my own personalized dark. Oh, wait, there we are. Okay.
We're good.
I was like, you turned me off.
I did not. That's not
okay,
my job.
so we also have a starter kit flyer. I'll share that with you guys to the group after this is over. It's actually on my computer right now. We don't have a printer, so I couldn't print it off. I've given too many away. Okay, so let's get started. You're not allowed to look at this right now.
Well, I was just waiting. We're in between.
No distractions.
We're in between.
No distractions at all. Okay, so that is how I set up. That is what I bring. And that is literally all that you need to bring as well. Now remember, I'm taking notes, okay? So I'm gonna be taking notes of what Frank says so that I can make sure that I address those things during the sales presentation. Now, optional, if you want to share a PowerPoint, then you can share a PowerPoint of the top 10 oils with the starter kit. So a lot of times if people are doing this in a larger group setting, like at a class, then that might be something that you are more comfortable with doing. So, so bring your laptop, bring a, what is it, HDMI cable if it's connected to the TV, or just share it on your laptop. But I don't always use a PowerPoint. If I'm doing a presentation online, then I do use a PowerPoint. All right, so let's get started. So this is 45 minutes max. And actually my goal is to get this done usually within 30 minutes. It just depends on what we're talking about and, you know, how the conversation is going. And one of our kids is trying to escape right now.
Trying to break out.
Escape the RV. Okay, so you ready?
Yes.
All right, you guys ready? Should we go see what he needs first?
No, just go. Just go. He'll give up.
Hang on a second. You go ahead and talk and make them laugh.
We are, despite your best efforts, whenever we're trying to do classes like this, or mock teachings or something like that, we'll be like, absolutely no matter what, do not come outside. Mom and Dad are working. And sure enough, without fail, 37 seconds into the presentation, we always have a request of some sort. So
Okay.
bear with us. It's not technical. Whatever. I mean, that's, you know, bear with us. We're traveling the country with our family, and, you know, we got younger kids, so they're going to be in and out. Who knows? They might even actually interrupt the Facebook Live today. So
Let's
it's real
be real.
life.
This happens
It's
at
real
your
life.
classes too.
It's real life.
So this happens at everyone's class. So
True story.
we're just giving you a really good example of your worst
If
case
you
scenario.
can still, you know, this one-on-one presentation is kid-proof,
Yes.
and so
Life with children.
you can
Right,
still actually do it, even though your kids are going to interrupt you absolutely every 2 minutes.
Yeah,
for
that's-
something
that's a
different.
good thing.
So
Also, I have my notes, which is outline form, which I will be sharing during our launch. So you guys will have this to use as well. And I have no issue using it. In fact, I think it's a really good idea that you use notes and that you use an outline, that you don't have everything memorized, because it shows those customers that they can do this too. So don't feel embarrassed that you have to have notes and that you refer to them often, because I think it's really good that we show them that, hey, like, we're real people, you guys can do this too. So when we act like we know it all and we have like all the science stuff that we spit off, I know the customer's probably thinking, I could never do this. And so my goal is for them never to feel that way. All right, so let's get started. So it's so great to have you here, Frank. You know, my name is Jackie. It was great to meet you at the library the other day, and I know that you loved the smell that I had on my body.
my real name is Francesca.
Are you a girl?
I have to be today, because we're sitting really close, and I enjoyed the smell of your oil. So I'm just going to, I'll play like Colin Mockery, and whose line is it anyway? I will always be the lady.
Well, most times you will be sitting with a lady, so I think that's a good idea that we do go by your alternative female name.
It's totally fine. I embrace it.
Okay, Francesca, well, I'm glad that you agreed to sit down with me and learn more about essential oils, so I appreciate you coming. Before we get started, I just want to quickly let you know what you can expect from this appointment that you're having with me. And so I got my notes just so that I don't forget anything that we go over. And I know that you're busy, so I want to make this as, you know, to the point as possible, so you can expect it to be about 35 to 40 minutes long. I'm going to go over the basic 10 essential oils that are most popular. If you have any questions and concerns, please let me know. Interrupt me. That's totally fine.
Okay.
But we're here to talk about doTERRA essential oils, and by the time that we're done, I would hope that you would be able to tell me what essential oils are, how to use them, and how to get them. I just want you to know you don't have to buy anything today, but if you do hear or see something that you like, then I'll be more than happy to help you order it today.
Okay.
So before we jump in, I just want to make sure that I know what your health goals and your health concerns are for you and your family. So why don't you go ahead and share those with me, and I'm going to write them down.
So when we say health concerns or health goals, like obviously what I'm trying to achieve with using the oils. Okay, so as you can tell, I have a cough right now. I have that feeling of like, I guess, something going down the back of my throat from my nose. I have that a lot, especially in these drier environments. I guess I could always sleep a little better. And I think throughout the day, I don't know if it's because I'm not sleeping so well, but I mean, I also have an issue with trying to kind of like feel like I'm awake. You know, like I'm not falling asleep. I'm just saying that I could be more like awake. So
energy?
Yeah.
Something for energy?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. And now what about your 2 kids that you told me that you had? Anything that, you know, you would love to use on them that's more natural? Anything going on with them specifically?
I think just, you know, keeping them healthy. You know, they have a lot of friends that they come into contact with, and of course I want to just try to see if we can keep them from, you know, getting ill or something like that. And then probably my youngest could also use a little bit of help with like some focus and stuff like that. It would be really
okay. What's your youngest name?
His name is Frankie.
Oh, so he was named after you.
He is.
And you said that Focus.
Yes, Focus. Frankie Focus.
Okay, and then what's your other child's name?
Ariana.
Ariana. Anything specifically with Ariana?
I don't know if there's an oil to relieve her being a pain in the butt.
Oh, I'm sure she's not.
I'm just teasing. She's really not. No, she suffers from probably like allergy symptoms like I do too.
Okay, so allergies. And now what about your wife? She's absolutely amazing, by the way. I had the chance of meeting her last week. Anything for her?
I don't know. I mean, she's almost perfect.
I have to agree.
So, no, I think that she's really enjoys making sure that her skin stays looking great. I know that I always like see her like working out ways to create new soaps and shampoos.
Oh, so she's a DIYer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
I always see her like Googling stuff and reading blogs and all that sort of thing.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. Anything else that you can think of before we move on?
I don't know. I think that that's honestly it.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
Well, thanks so much for sharing those things with me, and I want to definitely make sure that we cover that. So really quickly, I just want to share with you a little bit more about doTERRA and why that is the essential oil company that I actually represent. So doTERRA is the biggest essential oil company in the world. We work with families like yourself to bring more natural forms of healthcare into their home. We have over 5 million people who are using doTERRA, and the reason is because they're like you and me. They're tired of using chemicals on literally everything. They're tired of all the side effects that some of the, you know, over-the-counter products can bring you, and they want more energy without the use of stimulants and side effects, or they're just looking for more natural alternatives to supporting their children's health. doTERRA does offer a really full line of essential oils and also supplements to support your family's health goals, whatever they are. The really cool thing about doTERRA is that they've really raised the bar in the essential oil industry. They work with growers and farmers who are in the prime environment of that herb or that oil, you know, where that essential oil comes from. So doTERRA also tests their oils in 11 different ways, just making sure that they're free of stimulants, they're free of artificial ingredients, and they're free of any kind of fillers that might be, you know, in some of the essential oils that are on the market, unfortunately. So pretty much all this means that when you see a doTERRA label, you can become you are confident that it is the best essential oil and you're going to see the highest health benefits, because that's why we're all using essential oils these days. If you don't like the oils that you do purchase, so you can always return them within 30 days for 100% product credit back, or you can try something different. So let's talk a little bit about what essential oils are. So essential oils are pure extracts that come from the plant or the herb, or we even have seed oils, we have root oils, we have leaf oils. So it's the pure extract that comes from that. There's 3 different ways that you can use essential oils. You can use them topically, and so that's actually putting the oil on your skin. And so I want you to try using Deep Blue right now topically. Do you have any area on your body that's kind of sore?
My neck.
Oh, okay. So take your finger and then just rub that directly on that area on your neck. And here's a little coconut oil that you can put on top of it.
Okay.
And this kind of helps dilute it a little bit. Oh, we're going to get the sun.
Yeah, but
How does that feel?
it's cooling.
I don't know if I should touch you or not. Does that feel good?
It does.
Very cooling, very penetrating. So that is one of the best oils to use topically is Deep Blue, because it helps those sore areas on your body. So that's topical usage. We do also recommend that when you do put an oil on topically that you use coconut oil. This is fractionated coconut oil. All it means is it's liquid, always.
Okay.
You know, it's really cold here. So, well, I'm freezing. So if you used a regular coconut oil, it would be solid.
Okay.
Have you ever used coconut oil to cook with?
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have.
So this just stays liquid, and it helps the oils penetrate into your skin better. So it's a really effective way to use the oils topically. Now the other way to use oils is aromatically, and that's what we have this diffuser for. I know we're sitting outside, so I don't have it plugged in, but this like spews the oil out into the air. Another really great way to use oils aromatically is to breathe it directly out of the bottle or out of your hands. So this is one of my favorite ones. This is lemon, and you can just breathe that in, and it's just really uplifting. It's a very uplifting smell. And so when you put this in the diffuser, it just affects your mood and it helps you, you know, have that more positive attitude.
I know I need that.
We all do. Now, the last way that you can use oils is internally, and doTERRA essential oils can be used internally because they are so pure and therapeutic. So it's a very targeted way to support your health and wellness. So for instance, if you're having a tummy ache, you know, you would take an oil like our digestive blend and you would use it internally. It would really help support your digestive tract and whatever area is going on. But not every oil can be used internally. And the great thing is you can just look at the back of the bottle. You see right here how it has the supplement facts, and it tells you the dosage, so 1 drop. So you can put a drop in honey. It's my favorite way to take it. Any excuse to take more raw honey is a good thing. So those are the 3 ways that you can use essential oils. Did you have any questions about that?
Well, I mean, the only thing that I've seen is like, you know, there's like some bad stuff, you know, like websites or whatever that say that, like, you know, internal usage is not recommended, or it's could hurt you or something like that. So I mean, I don't know what to think. So I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, my thoughts are doTERRA is a really pure therapeutic grade. Essential oils that you can't take internally are oils that are of a lower quality, and those are the oils that aren't tested in 11 different ways, that don't have that stamp of, you know, certified pure therapeutic grade.
Okay.
So those are the ones that you really want to be careful of. In fact, I never took an oil internally until I found doTERRA. But now I mean, have you ever looked at your Diet Coke or some of the food that you take and all of the added food ingredients that are on there? You'll see lots of different extracts of plants that are added to that to produce that flavoring. And so when you use oils internally, less is more. So that's why we recommend 1 to 2 drops for whatever kind of, you know, way you're using it.
Okay.
And if you ever have any questions about using an oil internally, feel free to connect with me. Look at the back of your bottle as well, which has the directions on it. Okay, so now that you know how to use essential oils, I want to take a few minutes and show you our most popular oils. And these are all the ones that come in the Home Essentials kit, which is our most popular kit. It's got the larger bottles.
Okay.
And so it also includes this petal diffuser that I know that you like. So let's go through the oils one by one, and let's talk about how they can help you and your family with this list that you gave me. So let's talk about lemon. So since you have kids, the way that you're going to use lemon is, have they ever put stickers all over the floor or your furniture?
Oh, absolutely.
So lemon is really good at taking that residue away. Go ahead and smell it. It's a very uplifting oil. It's also one that you can use to boost your energy levels, which I know you said that you wanted to do. So using lemon in the morning in your diffuser is a great way to use it, especially along with peppermint. It really uplifts your mood. It boosts you. It gives you those energy that you want. So that's how you use lemon. And you said your wife is she loves making her own.
Mm-hmm.
So lemon is a really good one to use to make an all-purpose cleaner. So you can use a little vinegar, a little water, like 50-50,
Mm-hmm.
and then add about 10 to 15 drops of lemon.
Okay.
And you got amazing all-purpose cleaner.
Awesome.
Can clean anything. Let's talk a little bit about lavender. So since you have kids, and you mentioned for yourself for sleeping, lavender is a great oil that you're going to use to help you sleep at night. So go ahead and smell that.
Oh, wow.
It's one of my favorites. It is one that your wife can use as well you said she was always into skin stuff and, making herself look beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So lavender is one that she can add to her moisturizer. Don't laugh.
No, the reason why I was laughing is because I thought of our other class. I'm so sorry.
Oh, I know.
With the water bottle.
Yes. So lavender is one that's going to really help those lines and wrinkles that she might be getting. It also is really good to use on your children. So if they have any kind of skin issues going on, it's really great for that skin support and bumps and scrapes. Now, have you ever touched a hot pan and it burns
absolutely.
so bad?
Yeah, I love cooking.
Lavender is so good at just instantly removing that burning sensation. So you can use this one in a jiffy when you burn yourself, and it takes away that burning sensation really quickly.
Okay.
So that's our wonderful lavender. You can keep that out right
keep it
here
out, okay.
because I'm working on something for you.
Ah, okay.
So peppermint. So peppermint is one that you're going to use for your energy. So go ahead and take a little bit of that, put it on your finger or your hand. Let's add a little bit of coconut oil. And now go ahead and rub that on the back of your neck. You might get it's very stimulating. It helps cool your body down, and it also just really gets your energy levels going. So peppermint is one that I also use with my children if their body temperatures are elevated, and I hate waking up in the middle of the night with a screaming kid.
It's true.
With those elevated body temperatures. So this is one that you can use with the coconut oil down their spine, and it helps drop their body temperature. So this is one that you'll want to use for your kids for sure. Now these three that I just talked to you about, these are the ones that you use for seasonal allergies.
Okay.
So you mentioned you and was it your daughter Ariana have seasonal allergies?
Yeah.
So these are the three that can be used for that. Now the way I would recommend using this for you is taking a drop each in some raw honey. Only local honey, if you can find someone here that has good local honey that has all your local pollen in it.
Okay.
Put a drop of each in that honey and take that twice a day.
Okay.
Now for your daughter, what I could do is I could help you make a roll-on bottle, and you would apply this to her pulse points, like her wrist, behind her ears, and even down her spine to help with her seasonal allergies.
Okay.
So that's why I wanted to keep those three together for you. Let's go on to On Guard. Now, On Guard is our immune boosting blend. And so this is actually really cool because this is the blend that was used in the 1600s when the Black Plague was going around.
All right.
There were these 4 thieves that went out and robbed the dead. And they didn't get sick because they slathered on these herbs. And so this is actually from that. You can smell it. It's a really spicy and rich blend.
Yeah,
this is what you're going to use to keep your kids healthy. So you mentioned you want to keep your kids healthy. This is what you're going to want to use for that. Now, what I recommend is I use your diffuser and put the diffuser on in the morning. Do your kids go to school, or are they homeschooled?
They go to school.
So put this on while you're eating breakfast together and have them breathe in the aromatic benefits of the On Guard before they go to school, and it's going to help boost their immune system.
Okay.
Now, if you're sick, you can also take a drop of this in some honey or some tea, or even in an empty vegetable capsule, and you can take it internally like a supplement to help boost your immune system.
All right.
Okay. So that's On Guard. The next one is Deep Blue, and you've already tried this one out, but I'll let you smell it again. It's got a child cap on it because it smells like candy, and so they don't want your kids eating it.
Okay. Okay.
But this is that doesn't it smell a little like Bengay?
Yes, absolutely.
So you put this on your sore muscles or joints, anywhere on your body that you're achy.
And my neck does feel better, by the way.
Does your neck feel better?
Yeah.
So
feels better.
that's a really penetrating, soothing oil that you can use directly on contact. You don't take this one internally. This is just for topical usage. The next is oregano. And now, I'll be honest with you, you're not going to use oregano very much. Once you start using oils, you get really healthy, and you won't need oregano. But you're going to want to have it on hand for if you do come in contact with someone who's a little under the weather.
Okay.
And so oregano oil is a really powerful immune supporter. So anytime you feel like you or your kids are getting, what is that? Oh, that is a gigantic squirrel. Anytime you feel like
it's a healthy, essential oil using squirrel.
Anytime you feel under the weather, or anytime you feel, like you're coming down with something, you're going to want to add oregano to your routine.
Okay.
I recommend using this, not diffusing it, because it will smell like Italian restaurant.
Which reminds me, by the way, I've heard that people can you use essential oils in food?
Absolutely. So I love adding a drop of oregano to my marinara sauce.
Okay.
It really adds flavor. And since we're both RVers right now, you can't carry around all these herbs.
True.
So instead of carrying around all these big jugs of herbs, I use mostly essential oils.
Okay.
And so I'll use oregano in my marinara sauce, or I'll use it in anything that I'm cooking that calls for the actual whole herb. But it's a very powerful it's a very powerful immune booster. So it's one that you don't want to take more than 10 days at a time.
Okay.
Okay. That's another one that you can use to keep your kids healthy if they're feeling under the weather. Now, you said you had a dry cough and post-nasal drip.
Sure.
I know you didn't use those exact words. But this is our respiratory blend.
Okay.
Go ahead and take a deep breath of that.
Oh, wow.
Does that open up your sinuses?
Yep. There's definitely eucalyptus in this one, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a blend of oils that really just open you up and help you breathe better. And so this is what you'll use for that. And I recommend go ahead and, if you want, put a drop on your hand. We'll add a little bit of coconut oil. Go ahead and rub that in, and then just take a deep breath. How's that feel? And then my favorite thing to do is just kind of rub it on my chest. If you can
really
rub
helps.
it.
Yeah.
And so that just really
helps.
opens up your airways. And so my favorite way to use Breathe is to apply it topically on my chest, or on my, if I'm feeling congested really deep, I'll apply it to the back of and also your children too.
Okay.
You can add it to your diffuser, and just it'll boost up your RV environment, and you'll be able to breathe better.
It'll spew.
Spew, yes.
That's a technical term.
Now, since you are traveling a lot, you're definitely going to want to have our digestive blend, because you probably are eating some strange foods, going to a lot of restaurants, maybe even picking up fast food in a jiffy. Really? I'm just a bad mom? Okay. Go ahead and
Not a
smell
bad mom.
that. That has fennel in it. It's got oils that are really good for your digestive system. It'll help you.
It's 10 o'clock.
It'll help you if you eat something that you don't know of, or if you've got tummy rumbles, if you have the runs, that sort of thing. Digest Zen is what you're going to want to use. Now for you, I would recommend putting a little bit in some hot tea. That's my favorite way to take Digest Zen. You can also add a little bit to some honey or an empty vegetable capsule if you have one.
Okay.
And for your children, what you want to do is add a drop to your hand and then add a couple drops. That thing is really close.
It's friendly. That's friendly.
I am scared of squirrels, and you know why.
It's all good. Don't worry. It's just the Incredible Hulk squirrel. He's fine.
Guys, I was attacked by a squirrel. No joke.
It's all good. He's just looking for food.
A squirrel literally charged me when I was walking down the street one time, and it chewed up my hands because I was trying to grab it off of my... It's an actual real horror story, so I won't go into that right now because we're worried about Francesca right here.
So this smells a lot like black licorice.
Yes, it does smell. It's got anise. It's got those oils in it that are just really calming to your digestive tract.
Okay.
Now for your children, like I was saying, add a drop onto your hand with some coconut oil and just rub it onto their tummy.
Okay.
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 That's how your children are going to use
Okay.
it. Now we have 2 more left. We have tea tree oil. I'm sure you've heard of tea tree oil, Melaleuca.
I think so, yeah.
Smell it.
I think so.
It's in a lot of dandruff shampoos.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So
I think I used one of these shampoos as a kid.
yeah, and this is also really good
Remember that.
for any kind of skin issues. Using it with lavender is so great for the skin. So if your kids have bumps or scrapes or rashes or anything like that, add a little bit of Melaleuca with some lavender and coconut oil and rub it directly onto their skin.
Okay.
It's also really, a lot of people use this for seasonal allergies too. So if you find that using lemon, lavender, peppermint alone isn't really cutting it, I would recommend adding in some Melaleuca.
Okay.
You ever get dry, itchy? I mean, we're in a dry environment right now, so I'm sure you
Yeah,
feel
my skin will dry out, sure.
you get dandruff. So you can add a little bit of Melaleuca to your shampoo and really rub it deep into your scalp.
Okay.
And the same for your face. It's really good for skin. So if you ever have any, I know around that time of the month, I'm sure you have it too, where you get breakouts.
Absolutely.
You get that dirty?
Absolutely.
So what you want to do is add a little bit of Melaleuca into your moisturizer and apply it directly on those breakouts.
Okay. And this would be really good for my wife too.
Your wife would absolutely love that. Yeah, she would really love that. Okay, so next we have frankincense, and this is probably the most prized and valuable essential oil. Did you smell the tea tree oil?
I did.
Okay.
Is that the frankincense like what you hear of from like the Bible?
Yeah, but it's the oil. So the frankincense from the Bible is the resin,
Yeah.
the whole resin, and so this is just distilled, steam distilled into an essential oil. This is really used for so many things. It's the oil that you go to if you don't know what to use. So you can use it for your immune system. You can use it for your skin, for anti-aging benefits. My favorite way to tell people is for cellular support. So if you have any issues with that, you can use it specifically for cellular support. I also use it to boost my immune system. So I'll put a drop underneath my tongue, you know, if I'm traveling, and it really helps to keep my immune system high. So those are the top 10 oils. Do you have any questions about those that we went over?
No. A lot of information, so we'll be able to possibly go over this like again in the future, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, one of the things I like to do is sit down with you after you get your kit, and we'll really help go over everything again to refresh your memory. So that's all of the, now that you've had a chance to experience all of the oils and learn a little bit more about them and the most popular ones, I'm going to tell you how you can get them. So let me show you our top 3 oils. I have my thing right here. So this is the most popular kit. This is the Home Essentials kit. So this includes all of the oils that we talked about today in the full size bottle. So you're going to get about 250 drops out of this bottle.
I noticed that these have like what, maybe 80 or something.
And these
like that?
have, wow, you are so great
Well,
at
I saw it right.
estimating.
Yeah, I saw it right here.
Oh, 85.
It actually says it on the bottle.
So yeah, those have about 85 drops, and then these have about 250 drops.
Okay.
So you really get your value
So
with
like
this.
3 times.
Three times the amount.
3 times the
It's $275, and you also get the pedal diffuser in your year-long wholesale membership, which will give you 25% off any future orders.
Okay.
Okay. Now the next one you can see right here on the screen. This is the Family Essential Kit. So this includes all the oils that we talked about today in smaller bottles. So it's these size bottles. So you get about 85 drops. But you do get peppermint and On Guard beadlets, which you can pop in your mouth. One's for freshening your breath, one's for boosting your immune system.
Okay.
And that's 150. Okay. When you do purchase that kit, you do also get the wholesale membership so that you can order anything in the future at 25% off. So those are the most popular oils. If you were to purchase one of these kits today, which one would you get?
I guess. I mean, it's not the most popular for nothing, right? So the Home Essentials Kit probably.
The Home Essentials Kit is a great value. Would you like to go ahead and get that today?
I'll make it easy on you, yes.
You want to get it? Okay, so let me grab you our, because the internet's so bad right here, let me grab you our form and let's start filling this out. And we'll check mark the Home Essentials Kit, and you'll get this kit in about 3 to 5 days.
Okay.
Okay, well, let's set up a time for us to talk in about 7 days. Which day would work better for you? Next Saturday at about 5 p.m. or Wednesday at 7 p.m.?
Wednesday at 7 p.m.
And would you like to meet face-to-face, or do you want to do a phone call?
Whatever, I don't care. We can meet face-to-face, that's fine.
Okay, well, you're staying right over there, right? In
Yeah,
your site
exactly.
for the next week? Okay, perfect. So we'll touch base in 7 days, and you should have your kits at that time too.
Okay.
Oh, it was wonderful to meet you today, Francesca.
Nice
Thanks
to
for
meet you as
coming.
well.
Okay, now we're going to do the alternate close, and he's going to say no, okay? Or actually, he's going to say the Home Essentials Kit's too expensive. All right, so let's go back. So those are the top 2 kits today, Francesca. If you had purchased one of these kits, which would it be?
I really don't know. I like them both. I actually don't know. I think the Home Essentials Kit might be a little bit too expensive.
Okay.
You know, like right now. So, I mean, I guess I would have to say maybe more of the Family Essentials Kit.
The Family Essentials Kit is $150.
Okay.
Would you like to get that today?
Yeah, I think so.
You want to go ahead and get that? Okay, so let's go ahead and start filling this out. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Now, he's going to say no to the Family Essentials Kit. All right, so those are the top 2 kits. If you were to buy one of those kits today, which would it be?
I don't know. I think I think that either one of them is just too expensive. I think it's out of our budget.
Okay. Well, how are you feeling about the oils and what we talked about?
I think they're great.
Yeah.
I think they're absolutely great. I just, yeah, I mean, unfortunately, it is a bit pricey right now.
Yeah, I understand. We do have a wholesale membership, which is kind of like Sam's or Costco. It's $35, and you can buy that today with a few oils. And what that will get is, in the future, when you do have some money here and there, you can order whatever oils you want.
Okay.
Now, if we were to buy that along with our lemon, lavender, peppermint, that would be $55 today. And then you'd be able to order anything in the future that you would like.
Okay.
How does that sound?
Yeah, I think I can do that instead.
Okay.
I think I can stretch it out.
And then lemon, lavender, peppermint covers a lot of the things that we talked about for your health goals and for your family.
Okay.
And so you'd be able to start using that right away.
Okay.
But you're not going to buy this from me. We're going to put in the order, and it'll come shipped directly to you.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Okay. So let's go ahead and do that. And so that's the alternative close if money's a huge issue. And now we're going to kind of do the last thing, and where he says 55 is actually still too much. Okay. So if you were to buy one of these kits, Francesca, which one would it be?
I don't think I can get either one of them.
No?
No.
Okay. Well, how are you feeling about the oils and everything we talked
Love
about?
them.
Love them?
Totally love them.
Yeah. Well, we do have a way that you can start for $55, and it includes a wholesale membership and lemon, lavender, peppermint. And that would actually be good for a whole year, and you'd be able to order whatever oils you want in the future. Would you like to go ahead and get that one?
$55. I think I'll have to talk to my husband. We have like a $50 limit or whatever. And so, I mean, we RV like kind of full time, and I mean, money's kind of tight. So
Okay.
I don't know. I have a feeling that he would say no, so I probably should have to say the same.
Okay, well, let me show you this one. This is our lemon lavender peppermint.
Okay.
This includes the full-size bottles, I think it's full-size, of our top 3 oils, and a lot of them cover what we talked about today for you and your family.
Okay.
You can actually walk away with this for $30 cash. How does that sound?
That I can do. I think
Okay.
I can do that.
You can do that, and your husband will be happy.
I think he'll be fine with
We
that.
call this the let's not make our husband happy kit. Or let's make him happy
Make
kit.
him happy, or let's not make him unhappy.
Let's not make him unhappy. You can pay cash or you can PayPal me. Which one do you want to do?
I can do some cash.
Okay. And then we'll also, you know, I'm right here and we can help put together some usage for you and your kids. So like you said, we've got allergies on here, skin support that would cover, energy, the lemon, sleep, the lavender, and the postnasal drip you can even use peppermint for.
Okay.
So you can start using that right away. And it was wonderful to meet with you today.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys so much.